Jason Fullmer. I'm the Deputy Fire Chief in charge of operations and training with the French Camp McKinley Fire District and Mountain House CSD. Been in the fire service about 27 years. As far as the Mountain House community goes, where we have the best system currently, right now we're sitting at about a population of about 30 to 35,000 people. Community is growing every day. We have what we call 7 different villages, with each village having an elementary school feeding one high school. Basically, we're what we call a bedroom community. We're pretty heavily populated with EV vehicles. I would say about 60% of the vehicles on the road in Mountain House and surrounding areas are electric vehicles. Anything from Teslas to Rivians to your hybrids, a lot of EVs on the road. Before we bought the BEST system, our approach was going to be just like everyone else across the country, copious amounts of water and extended time on scene. With manpower, 8 to 9 hours on scene, 50 to 60,000 gallons of water, basically just trying to drown the vehicle. Being in our situation, having a unit out of service, sitting on an EV fire for 8 to 9 hours, that really stretches us thin and puts the community at risk. First time we actually used our BEST system, we hadn't had it in service for more than a month. It was early September. We received reports for a vehicle fire. We responded 2 units. First arriving engine got on scene, reported a vehicle fire inside of a garage. So that kind of changed the dynamic of a call a little bit. Upon further investigation, the first due officer advised myself that it was an EV, ended up being a Chrysler Pacifica hybrid on fire in the garage. Once we realized it was an EV, we returned, one personnel returned to the station, got our utility, which carries the BEST system. Meanwhile, we were, traditional vehicle fire tackets, 3/4, full PPE, SCBAs. Then once the BEST system got there, we used our Hearst tool, elevated the vehicle in the garage, slid the BEST system underneath, lowered it back down, actuated the system, and punctured at that point what we thought was the affected cell. We had ticked it. The battery cell was hot, so we went ahead and punctured the cell, and we also kept dumping copious amounts of water through the quick disconnect inside the car that had burnt away. As the incident goes on, we realized that there was basically two batteries or 2 hemispheres in this Chrysler Pacifica, and we had punctured the passenger side. And in fact, the majority of the fire was on the opposite side, the driver's side. So at that point in time, we reset the BEST system, switched operations to the driver's side, and punctured that side. Still continuing to flow water through the quick disconnect inside the car, as well as through the BEST system. You can never do too much research when it comes to EVs. With our BEST system, we've also incorporated a fire blanket into our EV and hybrid SOG. So, if we have an EV fire and it's in thermal runaway, of course, we're going to use the BEST system, and then we'll also use in conjunction the fire blanket to hopefully help with the off-gassing of the EV fire. As far as placement of our BEST system and our apparatus, we don't carry it on our engine or our aerial or truck company. We carry it on our department utility vehicle. We packaged it in two Pelican cases to keep it, protected, easy to transport. Both Pelican cases have wheels. So we keep the BEST system and the fire blanket on our utility. We've reached out to our county of San Joaquin, as well as Contra Costa and Alameda County, that if anybody within those 3 counties has an EV fire and they need the BEST system, they can make a request through our dispatch, and we will send our utility with 1 firefighter out to their scene, and we'll hook up the BEST system and we'll deploy it, and we'll remain on scene until the situation has been mitigated. I think for so long, the fire service has been retroactive when it comes to EVs, and now with the boom in the electric and the hybrid vehicles, I think we need to start being more proactive than retroactive.